Welcome back to another episode of Talking That Talk. You alright? I go by the name of King Exodus Nasu, aka X.
What's going on, y'all? It's Juice, aka No Ordinary Brother, aka Rising Pharaoh. In case anybody was wondering what I was doing, like I've been getting on my health stuff, so I have to, start reading ingredients lately. Gotta make sure, got a healthy life. Gotta make sure what you put in your body.
Healthy life, healthy life, healthy wife.
You about to say, you about to say some happy life, happy like
tongue tied.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, man. What we talking about?
God damn, that's always with my brother like me. But all right, let's get to it, man. We're gonna talk about standards and boundaries, right? I feel like it's starting to be a problem with men having boundaries and standards in this world or society when it comes to the dating. So, for instance, one of my comments I made, one of my standards alone is, hey, if you want me to provide for you, I at least want you to work out with me one day in the gym. Work out with me one day, period. It doesn't even have to be the gym, because when you work out, it doesn't have to necessarily be in the gym. We can work out at the park, we can work out at the house, we can do stuff, we can do yoga. I feel like people, when they hear workout, they have this little type of mentality, like blah, 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 like you need to be in shape. But my thing is this, right? I made a comment, I'm gonna stick with it, I need a trademark. It's getting to a point where if a man has standards, it's damn near a fucking sin. Like, who is he to ask for me to do? I'm like, yo, hold on. So that means, so I have to break it down on this board one day, and I sent it to this chick, right? I said, so understand, I'm asking you to work out with me one day a week. The average month is what, 4 weeks. So I said, one day a week you work out with me, the mortgage get paid. One day you work out with me, that week, another week, your credit gets paid. Right? Credit cards, third time you work out with me that month, leisures get paid. I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to step out, get some food, or I might want to treat you to getting your nails and hair done. Fourth time we work out within that month, something else is getting paid. And you mean to tell me I'm paying you to work out once a fucking day, and all your bills is getting paid? And like I said, the backlash I've been getting is like, oh, what is that? I was like, yo, y'all gotta be kidding me, right? And that's when they say, like, hey, what do you bring to the table? Because if a man is providing on this, I at least want cooperation, effective communication. Like, I want things to actually go beneficial both ways. Because me, personally, I'll be damned if I'm spending money like that and I can't get a cooperative woman. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I might be going a little on too much. What about you, man?
What's the question?
Oh shit! Restart this video, man.
Nah. So, I guess going off of his statement, if he has a simple standard of a woman working out with him, there's nothing wrong with that.
If I'm providing, remember, if I'm providing everything.
Well, I was gonna say providing any and everything or not. It's standards within dating. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, I'm dating with a purpose. So is that only exclusive to particular sexes or particular people in a relationship? It go both ways. So everybody has standards. Like, I don't know too many. There's some guys that's into thick chicks. There's some guys that's into skinny chicks. There's some guys that's into thicker chicks. There's some guys that's into big chicks. So you can't expect a man that's not attracted to a particular woman to be obligated to lower his standards because he's not interested in that kind of woman. So it's not always exclusive to women standards. So if he is providing everything, that makes it a little bit more or less compromising on the woman's side, because if he's providing a majority service, what is a little bit of lesser service going to cost you if he's paying the highest cost or the highest responsibility? So that's give and take. That's compromising. It's not that he's wicked because he wants his chick to go to the gym with him.
Oh, he's a dominant. He's abusive.
Right.
The comments He not
beating her with the weights. He just wanted to probably do a couple of squats with the weights. So, do you feel like I already know the answer, but to the people that don't know his answer,
Go ahead, if you don't mind.
do you feel like there's a double standard with men
Man,
and
fuck
women?
yeah. It's a fucking double standard, man. Sick of that shit, man.
I told you.
I'm sick of that shit, man. I can't believe you asked me that, man.
That's a good question,
You
man.
damn near made me throw my phone at the camera. I can't believe you asked me that. That's one of the movies, like, I just... All right, we out here.
Full of bird, man.
He said, all my niggas who walk out here with me. Like, all right, we done? All right, we
Put
done.
some respect on my
Put
interview.
my respect on, all right, put respect on my podcast, man. I can't believe you asked that, man. Yeah, so... You gotta look at this, man. Like I said, one of my favorite people to listen to, KS. KS brings out, Kevin Simmons brings out a lot of facts. So before I even got on this channel, like, I already had the mindset that he be talking about. Even though he's talking about a higher percentage of class of men making 100,000 or more, it's things that he says you can just be a better person by listening to what he says, right? I remember. See, one of the things I remember when women used to check me, I wouldn't say check me, fuck it, check me. They, I remember, when I was younger, they'd be like, "What kind of car you drive?" That's the first, what was the standard they want to know. What kind of car you drive? And depending on what your answer is, they gonna talk to you or not talk to you. But then if I remember I talked to a chick before, like, real pretty and stuff, man, she drove a beat up car. I was like, damn. But her excuse was like, yo, but I'm a woman, I can do that. As a man, you should want to. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on these days? Man, but double standards is outrageous. It's definitely outrageous. It was a video I just posted today, and it was like, well, why is it okay for men to date multiple women, but when women do it, and the way he broke it down, the difference between women and men is, men are only allowed to have sex with women. I mean, is allowed to have sex with women who grant them. Women have sex with who they want to. And I was like, oh shit, y'all understand that? But yeah, go ahead. Go along, man. Go ahead.
All right, so I think like an example of what he was talking about, like first question is asked to a man is, hey, what kind of car you drive? So that's going to determine if the woman wants to further that relationship with that particular guy. So, and then although she can have a beat up ass source of transportation, a fucked up car, and yet her standards exceed her own current living situation at the moment. So what we talking about now is, I like to call it the Cinderella Effect.
That's the glass slipper.
Right.
Go ahead.
So a lot of women have this mentality of a prince is gonna come, put the glass shoe on their feet, and take them out of poverty, and that's gonna be the balance of a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Completely
False. You know what I'm saying? Most men at a higher level some men want a submissive woman, but for the guy that's trying to like be the highest version of himself, he gonna want a woman, you know what I'm saying, to live a similar lifestyle that he at least is living currently or trying to live, because now everything's about upgrading.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that women in society have been given more of a right to date outside of their standards versus a man. Now if a man drive a hoopty and only pursues women that has luxury cars, he'll be considered a womanizer. He's not going to be an honest man looking for a wife. Sorry.
I'm still laughing.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga a pimp. He's slick. He's trying to get her money.
He's trying to get her money, yeah.
That's the rhetoric that we use when a man does it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Or, he got to be a bitch. Or he... You know what I'm saying? If an average dude was to get married to J-Lo, you'd be like, nah, she got more money than him. He a pussy. He a bitch. He less of a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't run that relationship.
Right. She give him an allowance and everything. And it's like, damn. But it's acceptable for a woman to be submissive to the man. And that's not a shot at women, because sometimes it's in their favor and sometimes it's not. Mm-hmm. But society set the stage for women to be submissive to the man, economically being his slave. And it's crazy how free women want to go back into bondage and slavery in relationships, but still want power within the same relationship. That's another conversation.
Man, all that's getting taught. This is standards and boundaries. this shit about to go viral. I'm making this shit go viral, man. You know, I be thinking it's crazy. You know, I feel, and a woman got mad at me sometimes. I was like, bro, the men you dated is that's, if you watch the previous podcast, I said lesser men, right? I said that for a reason, because if that woman was always making more money than the men she dated, it's a reason why she always talked to men a certain way and a certain caliber. But at the same time, men understand, hey, look, if I let this bitch ramble, I'm gonna get everything I want out of her. So it's like I don't even know how to explain that situation a little further on down the line. But what you gotta peep at is the same time, there's definitely a double standard in everything we do, right? So, like they always say, the woman, the 80-20 rule, there's an 80-20 rule, you know, but in dating, it's 80% of women want the top 20% of men. So, that's why top 20%, I believe, is...
Hey, we all going to the NBA. Every man can go to the NBA. Fuck it. That's what that says.
No, but it's true, bro.
Right.
The top, like 80% of women want the top 20% of men. That means literally men that are making at least 70,000. 70,000 or higher. I think 70,000, 65,000 or higher. Woo-hoo. And it's kind of crazy because some people don't feel like you can sustain a living on 50 grand. I was like, it's how do you utilize your money, right? For instance, I always say I want the luxury, the freedom, and the luxury, the freedom, and you know, the finances. But at the same time, how I'm getting there, I'm leveraging what's more important at this time versus the right, you know, for futuristic values, gains. But you have people who get hit with reality so fast that they think the budget they're on, they're living life. Like, I remember when Kevin said the chick was like, "Yeah, I'm 50,000. You know, I make $50,000 a year. You know," she said, "I spoil myself." He said, how do you spoil yourself on $50,000 a year?" I was like, God damn, because a woman feels like if she spends money on her, she spoils herself. But if a man spends money on himself, that's not spoiling. He's just spending money on himself. It's a different mentality. Well, I can spoil myself. The fuck? Listen to that, bro. It sounds crazy. Like, I can spoil myself. Baby, if you've been paying for stuff on your own, it's not spoiling. You're just buying shit that you want to buy. Oh, God, man. Let me stop, man. I'm about to turn up on the subject.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? You talking about budgeting and living within your means. Fuck that. I want a Benz. I want to look good for my friends.
Man,
but now, anyway, so...
I'm not for that. Spend money if you got it. I'm gonna be honest, man.
All right, so anyway, going back to that fitness thing, man. Like, I don't see the problem with people incorporating fitness into their relationship, especially like, let's say you meet the love of your life,
right?
Everything's great, and one day they don't wake up, and then you find out they had high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, etc., etc., etc. And you're like, God damn. So if the purpose in a relationship is like longevity and shit, even if it's not always economically y'all trying to get rich, what's so wrong with wanting your mate to be healthy so that they can actually remain your mate? You know what I'm saying? Like, It's weird that people would react negative to incorporating fitness in a relationship. So, and I'll take it a little step further. Image is everything, even outside of health.
Everything.
So the way I met you, you don't have to necessarily stay image-wise the way I met you, but I do expect for you to maintain or improve to your highest potential.
You can always make improvements.
And I'm gonna do the same on my behalf. So now society is a little fucked up because it's harder for women, right? Because women have to have the right titties, the right ass, the right waist, hips, and all that shit. And a man could just have a complete beer belly, pencil legs, and still go out into the dating world.
What's his bank account look like?
Right, exactly. As long as he got a bank account or
this is the rule.
Personality.
Hey, he got no personality.
He's
is funny.
She gonna fuck the goofy niggas. Hey, we gonna get fucked. We gonna get fucked.
So now I do think that's a double standard that favors men. A man could, look like whatever, but he's still gonna expect his woman to keep herself up to the highest extent.
Once
physically.
again, let me hit you up with the rule.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between being ugly and having money and looking. Well, he's not that ugly. Money make you look better.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, it's not fair in that particular instance because a man could be like, I was in the military, man, I used to play ball in school, but you look at him, you like, the fuck happened to you? Too many McDonald's sandwiches, I don't know.
Back in high school, you was a man.
What the fuck happened to you? Alright, but he's gonna want the most Halle Berry kind of woman, perfect boob job kind of chick, and he's not gonna settle because he thinks he deserves a chick that looks better than him.
He can build her too.
Man, fuck all that.
Does he got money or he average? That's
I don't care about what
yes,
my point
all
is.
that matters.
My point is,
go ahead, man.
if you want to attract something, at least do to yourself, the mate, and the universe are solid, and at least kind of hold yourself to the same standard. If you want a fit woman, be a fit man. If you are a woman and want a fit man, be a fit woman. See, y'all got this shit like people marry and settle down when they get all fat and sloppy and old.
No, I want none of that shit.
They had a meme where it was like a man want to settle down when the EDD kick in. That's when all of a sudden he in love with one woman now. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up because we hold off our youth and then give somebody our commitment later once the youth has worn off. So I want to stress youth to y'all motherfuckers. If you're going to be in a relationship and be in that dating world, take care of your fucking body. And we might talk about hygiene on one of these topics, man.
Right. Now we're going to get back to these standards.
I think that's a double standard in relationship.
What?
Hygiene.
Hygiene? What are you talking about? Go ahead. I mean, shit, double standards, boundaries.
It's a known fact that if a man is in a relationship with a woman, that woman has to smell good, right? The poom poom gotta smell like water. You know what I'm saying? Ply said that. Smell like water.
Wait, I just looked at the camera.
So those are the standards on a woman.
Okay.
Fellas, don't be in a relationship with a woman or be in the dating world with a woman if your breath stink, you don't take at least 2 good showers a day or at least 1 strong one.
He said,
you know what I'm saying? You can't go and try to get in the poom poom and you ain't wash under your, you know what I'm saying, under your shit and
Your
clean
gooch.
your shit. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna go take.
Man, what kind of niggas you met did that shit?
Well, I'm just saying, there's some dudes out there.
Like, cause you said
that ain't
double
the
standards.
cleanest.
I'm like, oh,
There's some
what
dudes
kind of
that ain't-
niggas?
there's some dudes that ain't the cleanest. And when I mean double standards and hygiene, I'm talking all the way. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna take your body to a woman, make sure your body clean, tip top. You know what I'm saying? Don't just have a woman with that standard and expectation.
Hands and feet stay done.
And even if y'all live together, don't just be sloppy fellas and leave shit all over the house. Don't clean up behind yourself. Leave your shoes in the middle of the floor.
I mean, then you have to go back to what you said on one of the episodes.
Go ahead.
There's a reason why women got to direct men if they're falling off. So then that would have to fall into that place.
You can't direct.
You said if he's sloppy, he's leaving things on the ground, he's all like, fuck it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, okay, a woman can possibly like help a dude with his hygiene, but sometimes that's just, if a person is a nasty person, you can't really correct that.
Hold on, why is she with him then?
I just say they live together now.
Okay, they live together.
Right. A lot of men, I would say on average, living wise, may have more nasty habits than females as far as cleanliness goes around the house. I don't know too many, I'm not saying I don't know too many men that keep their house clean versus women, but I think women kind of have that on lock, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the point of the conversation is have good hygiene in relationships, physically and where you live, even if you're a man or female, and both of y'all need to be on that same page together. That's all I'm saying. You
All
can't
right.
have one person more cleaner than
So
another.
we'll get back to the topic because this is going on. Standards and boundaries, man. So, what are some standards you have?
Standards. I'm simple, but complex.
Did you just hear that shit in the same?
Yeah.
Look, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll break it down.
Yo, go ahead,
I'll break
bro.
I'll break it down, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Can I work?
Go ahead, work, man.
Can I work? God damn, man.
Go ahead, work.
They kicked this nigga off stage in a rap battle. Alright, so what I mean by simple and complex is
Go ahead, get deep with it. That's what you're gonna do.
yeah, deep. Yeah, deep in a pom pom. Alright. Alright, so by simplicity to me is the biggest thing is a brain. A lot of women don't have a functioning brain. And it's not a shot at women, but this goes with personality, current knowledge, and potential knowledge. Some women don't have all three, one of the three or two of the three. So I would say the brain is very important. Other than the brain, I would say that's why I brought up hygiene into the conversation. That's one of my standards. I would say also health and fitness. You don't have to be tip-top shape, look like a model, eat only fruits and vegetables and salad.
Can you take a fat chick and then what she'll work out with you?
I don't know about that.
You just said you can help improve their life. So I'm saying, could you take a person at their current status if they had all the rest of your standards then?
Nah, then I would be a great personal trainer. Hey,
Where's the button? They give me a button for the moment. There gotta be a button somewhere. There gotta be a button somewhere. Now,
Hey,
man, you need to put a button on that goddamn last.
That's no shots. We're talking about standards and preference. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's just not my preference, man.
Oh, okay.
I got my rights. Hey, and then I would be that one guy that run into like that beautiful big chick, and then you see me in a picture like this, like, what the fuck happened?
And they got you on camera. Like,
You got me, man. You got
you.
I love her though. I think I love her.
Yo, man. I keep
But
going.
yeah,
Keep
that's
going.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the physical shit, the brain. I would say that I need a hustler. You know what I'm saying? The hustler mentality. Because I'm a hustler, so you got to make me want to be the best hustler out there. So you got to be able to go out there and get it, give me ideas, give me feedback, hustle with me. Those are my standards. But I said it's simple to me, but it's complex because it's already bad enough men really can't really have standards. And then if a man has like some real like complex standards that's simple to him, it's going to be complex because a lot of women going to be like, well, I'm just not doing that. Or probably don't have all those qualities, and that's fine. There might be some compromise, but those are my standards. That's why I say simple but complex, you know.
Okay, what's your boundaries?
Boundaries?
Like, hey, look, you do this, you cut off.
I'm not really one that's big on disrespect. Once I feel like completely disrespected, and it's not always hard to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a temper, you know what I'm saying? But when I feel completely disrespected, it just kind of, you know what I'm saying, it goes sour. Other boundaries, outside of disrespect, man, like I would say loyalty, man, like disloyalty, if I could say, but you know what I'm saying? It's like the song the homie Blast got, overrated, you know what I'm saying? He's like, love is overrated, you know what I'm saying? I just want your loyalty. A lot of people try to mix love with loyalty, but see, the thing about love is it can change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
can love a person for specifically what they do. Man, I love the way he
Or
walks
you
his
can
car.
just completely tell your brain, I'm not even in love with this person anymore.
Yeah.
But loyalty is what's gonna remain the same or go completely the fuck out the window.
Okay.
So it's not how you engage when shit is always good, it's how you engage with me when shit is also bad at the same time. So I would say those are my boundaries, man. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, I think I might have a kid boundary too. Like 2, you know what I'm saying?
2? 2 max?
Nah, 2 is cool. 2 is cool.
2 max?
3 is workable.
3 is workable.
It's maybe workable.
Maybe work. Which one is it? Is it workable or maybe workable?
I gotta see what she look like. But, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying?
And
I got boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Like 4 or 5 and up, like.
I let my cousin say, "Hey man, fuck them kids."
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Oh man.
Call me when they go to sleep. Yeah.
Oh,
that's, I'll say that's some of my boundaries. You know what I mean? What about you?
Man, look. Alright, where I gotta start? Boundaries or standards? Standards, like I said, standards is like, hey, look, I love a woman who works out at least 1 day a week with me.
Me.
I like to hit all categories. Mentally, I gotta see where you're at mentally. I feel like that's more important because you say something and it'll turn me the fuck off. Like, it's like, okay, certain things women do, my brain would literally say this. It will say, this is not gonna work out. 2, don't ever put your dick in that. Or 3, this possibilities right here. That's literally how my brain operates when I interact with women, right? Emotionally, you gotta be emotionally intact, man. I don't like the wildfires, man. The wildfires and the people who, you know what's crazy? People know they're toxic and will try to dismiss it. I don't like when I call women who don't have accountability. Like I said, these are all my standards. Women who don't like accountability, I don't mess with them at all. I have one of my standards is like within the 90 days or 120 days of knowing me, you should never ask me for money. You need to be able to sustain yourself for X amount of period. Another one would also have to be, don't ever feel like anything is obligated for me to do. For instance, if you was already getting your nails done, your hair done, you was going on doing spa dates and stuff, don't ever think because I became your man, I'm obligated to do it all of a sudden. That's where appreciation is not ever there. Anytime you feel like a man, it's just for men too. Anytime you feel like a woman should do something for you because she's your woman, or you know a man doing, like, it's no appreciation value there. So it's with the appreciation value comes with that respect, right? So if the relationship's going well, I just might be like, fuck it, you know what? Hey, look, you getting your nails done this weekend? Cool, I'm gonna pay for it. It's stuff like that you wanna. It's just say reward, but it's a respect that you do. You can do simple things as like, you can turn me on through a conversation, be like, you know what? I'm gonna buy you dinner. Let's do dinner right now.
You thinking about buying dinner? I'm like, you know what, girl, you gonna
get this dick? Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, it's the smallest things to the biggest things. A man is going to appreciate you and reward you because of it. But if you ever, and like I said, I don't date women who are not appreciative of what you do, because I can be honest. I know, I guess I'm speaking of personal experience, but you can tell if a woman ever had a man like you before. What I mean by that is,
hey, this podcast ain't for everybody.
It's not. You know that a woman has had a man that was on your level or above you, but never like below you.
What
You know,
I don't know no nigga like
me. You know what I'm saying? So when it's starting to get to a habit, like when you finally have that man that does things for you, some women feel like, well, she's not impressed because guess what? The shit should have happened in the last relationship she had. And now that she gets it, she's like, oh, well, I'm dead serious, bro. You can't tell me you ain't never had some of those experiences before. It's because if she felt like she was supposed to already be having better things with the man she was with previously, and then that man actually comes around, she already has said in her mind, well, this was already supposed to be done for me.
Man, on that note, I would say, and you still gotta do your boundaries.
All right. Oh, I know you was want to comment. That's why I looked at you.
On that note, some women are really fucking ungrateful. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, previous guy did, like, let's say 4 out of 10, and you probably giving him a huge majority of time in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Next dude probably does, like, let's say 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a shorter term. If it's another guy that does like 8 out of 10 or 9.2, he gets a shorter term. So it's like some women is like, the more sometimes they standards increase, their appreciation
decreases because they already felt like it should have been there.
That's okay.
That's what I said, baby. You know
Back to you, man.
I am to be appreciated. Anybody watching this, I am to be appreciated for what I do for you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I look, baby, he ain't slinging dick like this. So boundaries, man.
This is not a kid's show. Just putting that out there.
Hey, look. So look, boundaries for me.
Grown and sexy.
Boundaries with me is I do not tolerate disrespect. Like this disrespect, it should never be on a level where you feel like you should get personal. Or hey,
why women do that, man?
You be like
the most personal, deepest shit you told us.
You told nobody.
You didn't even tell your grandma some of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you was fucking 13, I know what the fuck.
Damn, you just said that shit out loud. Like everybody here, you didn't even drink nothing.
When you was 6, I know what you cut.
Yeah, bro. That's why when you reveal certain things, I do believe in this. Like certain things you reveal, you should actually reveal to your spouse. I am a strong believer in that. Some things I really feel like if I'm gonna reveal something deep, I'm gonna do it with my nigga ex or some people I have a deep connection with that I built over a relationship 15, 20 years now. I'm not going to go to my spouse and be like, yeah, I did this. Because now you got your spouse like, man, this motherfucker here. Look, that's a whole other topic right there,
Better
baby.
sleep comfortable in love, and they like,
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, imagine like, damn, man, this nigga was on crack. He done stole his grandma's car and then sold it like.
hey, say it, man. Man, look, I got two meanings, right?
Okay, go ahead.
First meaning, expectations, sexually with a woman, relationship wise.
Expectation?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, my expectation sexually, I'm gonna slut you out for life. That's my toxic trait. I must let you out. I don't like, you know how niggas be like looking at women and be like, man, she's so beautiful. You know, if I ever have her, I'm gonna make sweet love towards someone. Nah, I wanna dog your bitch ass out. I'm gonna slut you. Yeah, I'm gonna slut you out. I'm not trying to like do all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
Disrespect.
Yeah, disrespect that motherfucker. So, and then when we done, I give you the towel, wipe your face up and shit, and be like, you know, I love you though, right? You know, that's my that's my expectation. You gonna be slutting the fuck out, but I'm gonna love you there. You know, you know, I gotta make sure you know when I'm. You know, beating up the guts, you gotta, you know I love you, right? You know I love you, huh? And she in pain, crying, tears rolling out. Yeah.
Like that. Man, make me choke my microphone.
This is
so look, it's funny, man.
This is funny.
But I'd say, like, you know what I mean, like on the flip side, because I agree, but like women, if you want a guy that's like, you know what I'm saying, 4 hours long in a poom poom, super whatever, you gotta also have that same energy and vibration as well. Fellas, if you want a chick that's, you know what I'm saying, doing splits and tricks and, you know what I'm saying, doing the whole WAP song thing on your shit.
Spit on the ceiling fan and shit on your dick.
You gotta be able to go at least an hour, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying, be short.
So you said an hour's the standard?
No, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You can't be short-winded, out of shape, you know what I'm saying?
That's why we work out, baby. That's what we work. Well, that's what we work out, baby.
Put you on now. Hey, but you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? Be able to get that same service, male or female. You know what I'm saying? If you want to lay on your back and, you know what I'm saying, receive.
I don't like that boring shit. I don't like that boring shit.
Be able to give, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So I dig till I go to sleep. That shit can keep me happy. You know what I'm saying?
And when I wake up, you better wake me up.
Look at that. When I wake up, you better wake me up. How you wake up dead? Look at that.
That's that if you die, bitch, trying to kill you. But you know what I'm saying? On another level, like double standard wise, like, do you think women have a, do they have that in their favor, like, in the beginning, like, as far as truth, right? So, a lot of women will date guys, and not tell that guy that they're an option. Or, they got a lot of bodies, you know what I'm saying? But, they filling you out to see if you just gonna be another body or you gonna be Mr. Right. But on the flip side, when a man meet a woman, he gotta tell her everything.
She said, "Yeah, let me decide if I want to stay or not. Give me that option."
Hey, 100.
Yeah, that's what
100. You see that shit?
Give me the option to let me decide if I want to do it.
Exactly.
Baby, you don't do that shit.
She get the option. What you marry her? That's love my life. I know everything about her,
Like,
but you didn't know
her past.
She busted wide open. You know what I'm saying? A million times. And when y'all was in the beginning, you was just an option, but some kind of way.
Every guy you meet, you know, she said that's her friend.
Right. Right. And they didn't. But even not to make it even that harsh, it's just saying, like, what makes that double standard even possibly correct in women's brain?
Because women work off emotions. They want to know the hell. And it's what they want to know about. Like, okay, flip it like this. Even the women who say they act like niggas and or have that mentality like them, they don't. They don't. To a certain point, when you say some shit, then it's like, then they become a woman again.
You don't know what you looking at.
Yeah. Like, I thought you was cool. We was talking about we both dating other people and you fucking that. We going out, we chilling, kicking it. Now it's a problem. Like, hold on, man. Like I said, it's certain. Like I said, certain. My standards and boundaries are. Here's one of my 100% boundaries. Right. If a woman ever tells me off tops, like let's say we're going on dates, we're going out, we having sex, and then she'll throw it out there at the beginning or when things are getting or things improving, but she don't want to catch me. If she ever tells me, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, she can never get out of that stage. She can never get out of that stage. Because you know why? If she's not looking for a relationship right now, she wants to keep everything how it is because she's also getting it from somewhere else.
Okay.
So she's weighing up her options. So I would never let her come back and be like, you know what, I'm ready. You know, we've been doing this for a while. I think I'm ready for a relationship. I'm gonna literally tell you no. I ain't gonna literally tell you no. Like, not at all. We're gonna stay exactly where we are. You came out into the picture saying you didn't want a relationship. Now you want a relationship. And this is another thing. Any woman who tells you they don't want a relationship is really telling you they don't want a relationship with you. And that's really the truth. If they're not looking for a relationship, they're gonna tell you they don't want a relationship with you. That's another way of just saying, hey, look, you're not qualified for me to want to be in a relationship with you. So, and in return, so that means like, hey, I'm not qualified to be in a relationship with them. But at the same time, they'll come back around when things get really good. Like, I promise, like, before this COVID started happening, like, every time I start traveling, I'm talking to people, and people be like, somehow I'm getting the mix and stuff. I was like, yo, so-and-so talked about you. I was like, hey, I appreciate that. You're like, hey, what you doing this weekend? I'm busy. Even when I'm not busy, I'm busy. Just because I'm not giving you that access. I'm a man with standards and boundaries. It's a goddamn sin in this bitch.
Alright. Alright. Let me touch the mic for you, man.
Goddamn, man.
It's the do-rag. It's the do-rag.
It's the do-rag, man. My nigga out.
Put the do-rag on.
About to start throwing gang signs up in a minute.
That's a different name being said on camera.
Yeah, y'all need to know that.
Alright, so. I mean, shit. I mean, you got something else on that? That's.
I mean, what's your intake, man? Oh, yeah, you gave it to me. I mean, like I said, like I said, you just gotta know, you gotta create. A person who doesn't have standards and boundaries is bound to fail. Mm-hmm. Period. You gotta have them. It's nothing wrong with that. And then it's so crazy that, you know, some of y'all will look past your standards and boundaries because somebody looks good. I don't give a fuck about none of that. X will tell you it's been some attractive females. I just saw pictures. I'm like, yeah, bro. I was like, man, she did this and that. Like, what the fuck? You just left that alone? Like, yeah. I left that alone because I didn't care about that. I'm all about your actions as a woman. That's the only reason why I'm going to be around you or I'm not going to be around you. Period.
Right. So, I mean, like I say, we touched on a lot of key points in that conversation and in that bill. So I guess overall, man, you know, like, void of your sex, void of what you are, be able to give what you would like to receive in dating or relationships. If you want truth, you know what I'm saying, so you can make the right choices and decisions, give other people those options as well. And if it may or may not, see, some people use fear as a reason not to tell the truth. And I understand it, but at a particular point, you have to, if you want something that's real, you got to be all the way open and honest on certain points. You might can have a successful marriage or whatever, and you could bullshit that person until the day you die. That's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? If your quota was to just have a successful marriage and have the family image, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But there's some people out there that want a little bit more, whether it's that kind of setting or not. So I would just say work on, you know what I'm saying, like channel that fear, you know what I'm saying? Let that fear motivate you to put it all on the table. And a lot of people want to, you know what I'm saying, like leave people or have negative thoughts towards people, but when at the same time, you had cards under that same table as well. Everybody didn't put the cards all on the table. So it don't matter if the other person got 8 cards in their hand and you only got 2, or they got 10 and you got 1. It don't matter. There's still cards under the table. It go both ways. You know what I'm saying? So honesty and dating and all that shit, it should be a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? So we go ahead and play the outro music. You know what I'm saying? Once again, subscribe to the channel.
Link.
We got
comment.
We got bills, bro.
What's your standards? What's your boundaries? Put them in the comments. I want to hear it all the crazy shit.
Yeah, talk your talk. You know,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No fights in the elevator.
Wow.
George.